Hello there, I'm Rusty Miller, a realtor with Sampson Properties. My mission is not just helping people buy or sell homes in our area. I'm also really passionate about fostering a strong community spirit and supporting local businesses. As part of this effort, I've taken up the role of interviewing business owners in our community. These interviews provide an opportunity for individuals to get insights into the local businesses and the inspiring stories behind them. By highlighting the business and its owner, I hope to encourage our community to shop local and support our fellow entrepreneurs. Whether you are looking to buy or sell a home in the area, I am here to assist you. Please feel free to reach out to me by visiting our website at www.parkbench.com/Jarrettsville. Let's build a vibrant community together. Thank you. Hi, I'm Rusty Miller, realtor with Sampson Properties. Anytime you want to buy a house is a good time, really. Unless you're looking to invest, your home is where you're going to live, so it doesn't have to increase in value right away. It's over time where you make your most money. When you're ready to make a move, please give me a call. I have the pleasure today to be here with John Carnesi.
Yep.
He's the owner of Menchie's in Bel Air. It's a franchise. Menchie's there's about 500 of them across the country, and they're known for their really great yogurt. I tried some last week, took some home to my wife who loved it, and my two grandsons who didn't say anything, but they never stopped eating it. So
that's always a good sign.
That's a good sign, yeah. John, you lead a really busy life. Besides this, you have other things going on.
Yes,
too,
we
right?
do. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to talk a little bit about some of those things, or do you want to get right to the interview?
I can talk a little bit about my background, because I think
That'd be
that's
great, yeah.
an interesting little story.
I think so.
So originally I was from New York, and I worked in Manhattan for 15 plus years for Time Warner magazine, doing the high-end digital graphics and imaging and satellite work. After that career, I moved down to Maryland here, and I worked for a company called Credit Risk Management Associates, and doing product management and marketing and things like that. That company was owned by my brother-in-law, Larry, who's one of my partners here. And we grew that company pretty quickly in just a few years. And when that was over and we transferred over to Fair Isaac, your credit scoring company, so I've done international domestic marketing for financial services products. While all that was going on, we opened up the Just for Kids swim school and soccer arena over here in Forest Hill.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people have been there for that.
Yeah, it was a nice project.
Yeah.
And we had that for many years, and we wound up selling that back to the county. So I've worked in big companies and small little individual companies. So I have a pretty diverse background, and so does my brother-in-law Larry. He has a marketing company, a golf driving range. He's still teaching in the school system.
Jeez.
I did for a couple of years. And and we like having small businesses here right in our town.
Yeah.
So it works out really well.
Yeah. That's a lot of jobs, and a lot of that stuff has been going on all at the same time, not one job, the next job, and the next job.
That's correct.
It was all going
All
on
at the same time, just about. Yep.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yep.
So how did you initially get involved with Menchie's?
Great. So Menchie's is all due to my daughter, Lauren. She was away at school at college out in Virginia, and she had a car accident, had to go to court, so I drove out there to be with her. And after everything was done, she said, "Dad, there's a little ice cream shop in town all the kids go to." So we went there, and it was a yogurt shop, and Larry and I were thinking, what's our next adventure going to be?
Yeah.
And I came back and we sat down, we talked about frozen yogurt and did all the due diligence behind it. And then I went to the bigger companies, the franchises out there, and met with each one of them, and we decided to go along with Menchie's. That took about a year and a half for us to settle on who we wanted to be associated with.
Yeah, because you're right, there is a bunch of them out there, a lot of franchises. Also a lot of, it seems like people who aren't part of a franchise. Are there any people like that out there?
There are a couple out there, the
Where do they
smaller
get their
shops. Actually, Menchie's is a great question. Menchie's is the only one that privately makes our own yogurt.
Okay,
Everybody else purchases it through 2 or 3 brands, and they say that it's theirs. But we
Yeah.
actually have contract deals with the Dannon Yogurt Company and their plant out in California, and our team goes out there on certain times through the contracts, and they produce their hundreds of thousands of gallons of yogurt. Then it's shipped to 9 distribution centers throughout the country. And then we, as the individual stores, franchise, then we order from those distribution centers.
yeah. So quality control wise, and you can make sure that your product, things like, your cows don't get,
Yep.
what do they call those, shots of,
Yeah, well, and actually, we actually own our own cows. We really do. And actually, if you ever watch on Undercover Boss, Menchie's has been on 3 times with Meat Kleinberger, who's the CEO, and he's actually one of the shows. He's out at the farm, so we have our own cows, and we produce our own yogurt.
that's really nice.
We win quality awards every year for top quality, and it's just a great product.
Yeah. I know my wife's really particular when it comes to ice cream and frozen yogurt, and I was waiting for her reaction, and she goes, wow, this is really
It was
good.
a good reaction.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And like I said, my grandkids, they wolfed it down.
You're right.
So that's always a good sign, too.
Yep.
Now, I kind of bumped into my next question.
Sure.
Menchie's is known for its commitment to quality ingredients. But you kind of already answered that question. So I'll move on to.
Well, you know what's really good about with Menchie? So we make this, our own, it's called Menchie's Private Label. So it's MPLC, Menchie's Private Label Collection. So there's about 550 stores in the U.S. and about 30 additional stores throughout the rest of the world. So, but all the product is made in one place. So California, right?
Yeah.
So if you get vanilla snow here or whatever flavor, if you go to Philadelphia or anywhere in the country and internationally, it all came from the same place. So those flavors do not change. The consistency, the taste,
Yeah. That's
it's
really
all
good to
set
know.
together. Yep.
So if you're traveling, and you're not in Bel Air, come here if you're in Bel Air, of course, but if you're not here and you see a Menchie's and you really like whatever flavor you like here, you can feel really good that you can go to that Menchie's and it's going to taste the same.
That's right.
When the flavors, I mean, you have so many different flavors.
Uh-huh.
Are you allowed as a franchisee to select which flavors you're going to feature on a monthly or a weekly, whatever
That's
basis?
a great question. And yes, so it's partially correct. So Menchie's always has, every month we have our flavors of the month,
Okay.
which are usually brand new flavors that are manufactured. So they come out every month. Then we always carry at least one no sugar flavor. We also carry sorbets for our vegan friends. So non-dairy, no sugar, and the flavors get changed every couple days, depending on the seasonality.
Okay.
The summertime, flavors change. You could be here on a Wednesday, and by Saturday, that flavor's gone, and a new one is in its place.
Do you take like customers that really like a particular flavor? Are they able to come and tell you, wow, I really love this one?
Oh yeah, we solicit feedback all the time, it's to the point where our original store was up in Abingdon. We were there for almost 10 years. And when guests would come in through the door, after all this time, you know what they like. And a lot of them times they'd come in and I'd be talking with them and I'd just go get the cup and I'd make what they wanted as we're talking for them.
Yeah.
So it builds a great branding issue between the store and the guests.
Yeah.
It works great.
One of the things I like too is you charge by the weight. So if you're on a diet and you just need a little bit of ice cream or frozen yogurt, you can get just a little bit.
Yep.
And it's not going to cost you the same as buying a big one.
Exactly. And then there's no waste.
Yeah.
And it works great with when the family comes in, mom with the little kids. Even though we have one size cup, you just put whatever you need goes into the cup. You can do, like you said, Rusty, just a little bit, or you could make a mountain out of it. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
Whatever you need.
I always like places that just have cups. When my grandkids were little, but they always wanted a cone. And I'm sure everybody out there has had the same experience I did. It melts all over the place. So I like when it's just cups available.
Yep. But yeah, we have just about everything that people would want.
I don't think it shows up really well, but I'll do a little short video of the store later.
Oh, great.
But they have 5 different toppings. Then there's a whole bunch of other toppings that you spoon out if you like Reese's Pieces, whatever. They have a bunch of those, and I'll take a little short video of those and people can see them also.
One of the nice things I always tell people when they come in is we have 12 different flavors they can choose from, 36 toppings, plus all the fruit. So you can make, it's your creation.
Yeah.
Whatever you want it to be, you can make that.
Yeah, that's great.
Some people just like plain vanilla.
Yeah.
And they're thrilled to death. Some people put all kinds of stuff on their yogurt. But again, it's all what they want.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And it really is great yogurt too. What are some of your hobbies? I mean, it doesn't sound like you have much time to do much other than work, but you enjoy working.
I like fixing things, and I'm pretty handy with home improvement work. I've built decks and put in bathrooms and remodeled the house, outside landscaping. I have a beautiful koi pond in my backyard with a waterfall and all that I built. And I was building this store along with the different trades that we're in. So I was cutting concrete and digging trenches and then helping hang sheetrock and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you had to pretty much demolish everything that was here.
Yes, this was a complete demolish in the store and start over.
Yeah.
And we did all that while we still had the other store in Abingdon was still open. So I was working in the mornings up in Abingdon and then in the afternoons into the late evenings here in Bel Air. And quite a few times my wife would call me and say, it's 10 o'clock, you need to come home.
Yeah.
But there's so much to do. But I enjoy that. I really enjoy that kind of stuff.
Do you have personal favorite flavor of Menchie's?
It's I guess my go-to mix is the vanilla snow with cookies and cream, and then some hot fudge and the little caramel turtles.
Yeah.
To me, that's my go-to. If I want something more in the lighter sense, the Menchie's just released a couple months ago a sweet, juicy peach sorbet. And
Sounds great.
that is phenomenal. And if you put that next to like vanilla and you mix it together, you get almost like if you had orange, you get a creamsicle.
Okay.
But very, very, very good.
That's one of the other things that I thought was kind of cool. Each machine has 3 handles, so you can get chocolate or vanilla, or the one in the middle mixes both of them together.
That's
I
correct.
thought that was kind of cool.
Yep.
That it did it that way.
Yep. You know, it's a fun fact, Rusty, is it's about 63% of all sales are still vanilla and chocolate.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I mean, that's what we all grew up on.
Right. The good standby, the good old steady Eddie.
Yeah. And the thing I like with vanilla and chocolate, but there's a vanilla, depending on what kind of mood I'm in, then I can go crazy with the toppings.
That's right. You could add caramel sauce, you could add strawberry sauce, toppings. You can make it into anything, just like you said. Yeah. Yep.
Well, I think that's all the questions I have for you.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
So, what do you think we sell here at Menchie's?
I got the answer from you the other week, so I remember. Smiles.
We sell smiles, right? That's what this whole business is about. When people come in the door, they're either smiling because they know what they're going to get, or they're smiling as soon as they taste the product. That's just, we're in the business of making people smile, and the vehicle of choice that we use is the yogurt, which happens to be the private label, which wins all the awards. So put that together with my team that does a fantastic job here for me, the girls, and with customer service. It makes everybody happy.
Yeah.
Everybody smiles when you come to Menchie's.
That's actually my business too.
That's right. You're selling homes. Right?
Yeah.
Giving people their future.
My goal is at the end of the transaction, people are happy.
Mm-hmm.
They either bought a house or sold a house, and either way they're happy.
They should be happy either way, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And one other thing I did want to mention, I was really impressed how clean everything was here. But other places I've been to, the spoons were sticky, when we were trying to get something out, or the handles were sticky, and here I was just really impressed how clean everything was. So,
oh, thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you. And you know what? When people tell me that, I tell them, thank you. That is the best compliment that you can give me, is to tell me that how great of a job my team is doing, and holding the standards and living to those standards that Menchie's represents. So to me, that's one of the best compliments, is when they compliment my team.
Yeah. Well, I hope this gives you enough information to come and try Menchie's out if you haven't been to Menchie's before, and go crazy, make your own creation. You can even name it.
Yeah, sure.
The next time you're in, you tell John, I want whatever you named it. And he might remember.
I might remember it. That's
With
right.
hundreds of people going through every day, it might not remember it, but you can remind him at all. So
Very good.
jog his memory.
Yep.
Well, thanks a lot, John. It was really great meeting you.
Same here, Rusty. Yep.
Great chance to talk with you, and
If I ever need to buy another house, I'll come see you.
that would be great. I'd love it.
And I'll pass that information along as well to my friends.
That would be
and I
great.
see.
I appreciate that.
Very good.
Thanks a lot. I hope you all have a good evening, afternoon. It's actually morning here right now, but I hope you have a great, wonderful day. Thanks a lot for tuning in.